Yeah. Time to pull that mask off. You say, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk. We see you, Shelly. Whole empire built on fraud. Yeah. Shelly screaming save kids, but she groomed a teen, creeping around the schoolyard like she Jeffrey Epstein. Started on Allie at 13, locked her up in control by 15, trapped, kidnapped, body, mind, and soul. Hypnosis sessions got her mind hijacked. You broke her down, it's a cold hard fact. Split her whole mind and built Allie as an altar, acting like a savior while you mentally assault her. Projection tactic, accuse what you do. Mirror don't lie when it points back at you. Cult math simple, fear plus pain. Silence the critics, rewire the brain, yeah. Allie a puppet, but her timeline don't flow. Stealing other people's trauma for your own sick show. Taking stories from survivors, it's a whole charade. You profit off pain that real victims paid. One day she say this, next day she flip. Couldn't keep the story straight, cause it's not legit. Now Shelly got her reading from a script, but the line's not hers. Borrow pain, borrow tears, borrow words, yeah. Say save children chant on cue, but every close friend got a rap sheet too. Ask me how I know, we already do. Receipts on deck, and they all point to you, yeah. Mama isn't Shelly, daddy's ain't no Hawkshaw. Name's not Allie Carter, it's Tory Outlaw. Timeline twisted, lies fall out of order. Receipts too heavy, truth spilling like water. Talking about a pimp when the truth's more sick. Shelly the one who's been pulling the trick. Every mask cracks when the lights get bright. Truth cut deep, it don't need no hype, yeah. The game exposed, no place left to hide. You built a fake kingdom on a wave of lies. Fraud runs deep, but the truth runs deeper. You ain't no savior, just a predator keeper. Yeah. Time to pull that mask off. You say, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk. We see you, Shelly. Whole empire built on fraud. Yeah. Shelly screaming save kids, but she groomed a teen, creeping around the schoolyard like she Jeffrey Epstein. Started on Allie at 13, locked her up in control by 15, trapped, kidnapped, body, mind, and soul. Hypnosis sessions got her mind hijacked. You broke her down, it's a cold hard fact. Split her whole mind and built Allie as an altar, acting like a savior while you mentally assault her. Projection tactic, accuse what you do. Mirror don't lie when it points back at you. Cult math simple, fear plus pain. Silence the critics, rewire the brain, yeah. Allie a puppet, but her timeline don't flow. Stealing other people's trauma for your own sick show. Taking stories from survivors, it's a whole charade. You profit off pain that real victims paid. One day she say this, next day she flip. Couldn't keep the story straight, cause it's not legit. Now Shelly got her reading from a script, but the line's not hers. Borrow pain, borrow tears, borrow words, yeah. Say save children chant on cue, but every close friend got a rap sheet too. Ask me how I know, we already do. Receipts on deck, and they all point to you, yeah. Mama isn't Shelly, daddy's ain't no Hawkshaw. Name's not Allie Carter, it's Tory Outlaw. Timeline twisted, lies fall out of order. Receipts too heavy, truth spilling like water. Talking about a pimp when the truth's more sick. Shelly the one who's been pulling the trick. Every mask cracks when the lights get bright. Truth cut deep, it don't need no hype, yeah. The game exposed, no place left to hide. You built a fake kingdom on a wave of lies. Fraud runs deep, but the truth runs deeper. You ain't no savior, just a predator keeper.
Y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all, what's going on? Once again, this your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. It's good to see y'all all. Yeah. Y'all coming on in. It's good to see y'all again once this morning. I thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all so much for everybody that has been subscribing to the channel, and that's on both platforms. Thank y'all so much for keeping up on your membership. Thank you so much for keeping up on your subscription. And also, thank y'all so much for supporting and donating towards the platform. Real quick, let me give a few shout outs. Roro, I see you in the building. Lisa, I see you in the building. Maria, I see you in the building. And Yana, I see you in the building. Randy, moderators, thank y'all so much for coming in. Randy, I see you. Kittishaw, I see you. Amy, good to see you. Let's see, Nicole, good to see you. And everybody else that's coming in on YouTube, thank y'all so much for coming in, man. You asked what you missed. You didn't miss anything. We just getting started. So, I really appreciate y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all a lot. You say you missed me. I miss y'all too. I ain't going nowhere. few things, right? Few things we got to cover. So I'm scrolling around social media on yesterday, right? I'm just scrolling, I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling. Tell me why. Hey, Crick, tell me why. What the hell is going on with social media? What is going on with people in general? Some of y'all probably know what I'm about to say. I don't go live for a few days, and once again, social media ain't got nothing to do with me or nobody else. To social media and a lot of other people, I'm a very small content creator. But what the hell is going on with social media? Few things. We know that TikTok has been sold. I think the United States own what, maybe 80% of the states with TikTok here in the U.S., and I think China own like 20% or something. And also, when it comes to ByteDance, I um, I got to get back with you on ByteDance. Now, when it comes to the algorithm with TikTok, the United States is going to recreate. They're going to recreate the algorithm. So I don't know how that's going to turn out. Don't nobody know. So all this shit that you see going around social media about all these false claims, all right? Yes, it's sold here in the United States. Will we be, still be able to see other content creators from other countries? Yes. But right now they're just releasing small, you know, uh, very small information. Now, watch this right here. What the fuck is everybody talking about? The rapture supposed to be happening today, a little bit after 1:30. First, people say they said this first. It was supposed to happen at 12 o'clock midnight. One of my partners on TikTok DM'd me, and I didn't see the DM because, well, whether y'all know it or not, I don't be on social media like that. So he DM'd me, and then he turned around and text me. He said, "Great vibes. I need you to go live," and he was talking about last night. I said, "For what?" He said, "So many people are talking about the rapture supposed to be happening first at 12 o'clock midnight, and then again, well, they moved the time from 12 o'clock to 1:30 today." You know how when Christians say they talk about the rapture, they're talking about being caught up. Jesus supposed to part the clouds, and he's supposed to come in like a twinkling of an eye, and pull all the chosen ones, and then come back again a little later on, and revisit and do it again. All these movies that we grew up on, right? We see these photos and these pictures of Jesus parting the clouds, and people are being rose up from the ground with their body levitated going in the air. And that's supposed to happen today. Let's entertain this. If it was true, do you think the Pope would be announcing it? Not over 8,000 some people on social media talking about this rapture? The first person that this Jesus would be speaking to would be the Pope. Not your pastor, not your preachers, not none of this. It would be the Pope. And right now I'm just talking in the literal sense. That's why I be telling y'all Christians are so stupid. Leave your emotions out what the hell I'm saying before we get on this topic. Christians are some of the most diabolical group of people that I ever met in my life. Great Fives, how do you know? Because God damn it, I used to be that diabolical motherfucker. But y'all sit here running around social media talking about the freaking rapture supposed to happen today. Says who? Number two, who is the rapture? Most people don't even read their fucking Bible. Do you know what the rapture means? The rapture only means, let me go ahead and clear this out. Because I thought long and hard about this shit. I need my collection plate. The only thing, Christians, listen up. Let me tell you, let me put y'all up on game. This shit's supposed to happen at 1:30 today. The fucking rapture. Bernie Mac, what the fuck are we talking about here? Christians, the meaning of rapture is meant to be set apart. The flesh being unalived off and you're being elevated spiritual. That's it. You're removing all fleshly desires, directions, and anything that will push you to do something outside of your spiritual growth. Your flesh that's being separated. That's it. What the fuck are we talking about here? Now you got folks running around on social media talking about all shit. All shit. Some of us finna go. Some of us finna be out of here. You said 1:30 a.m. or p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, they talking about it's supposed to happen today. I don't know. Once again, let me tell you how stupid Christians are. Do it supposed to happen? They put it in the chat. Do it supposed to happen 1:30 p.m.? P.m. Central Time, Eastern Time, Pacific Time, Gosher Time, Antarctica Time, North Pole Time, South Pole, got Madagascar. What the fuck are we doing? Y'all, boy, Christians are stupid. Y'all, stop believing the hype. Ain't no fucking rapture coming. People are being, the rapture is happening every single day with individuals that's understanding their spiritual evolution. That's it. That's every single fucking day. That's why the Bible say house of many mansions. Do you know what the fuck that means? Y'all, boy, read your damn Bible. Show thyself approved. It takes somebody like Great Fives that don't believe in your fucking Jesus, and y'all out here just, if the wind blow left, you blowing left. If the wind blow right, your ass is going right. Y'all Christians are stupid. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And it's going to be a lot of pissed off people today. All these Christians. And notice the Pope ain't said a motherfucking word. Do your research on the Roman Catholic Empire about the Ptolemies. Why you think the Pope right now is so powerful? Not your preacher or your fucking bishop. It's the fucking Pope. The hell are we doing here? I'm about to get started. Damn stupid ass Christians. I don't give a damn if your ass a Christian, if your ass Catholicism. I don't give a damn if your ass a fucking Pentecostal, 7-day Adventist. I don't give a damn if your ass 8-day Adventist. God damn it, wherever the fuck you want to call yourself. Everybody's searching for something outside of themselves. But everything that you're searching for starts with you. That's why you will never find peace within yourself. Because now y'all dumbasses running around social media talking about a fucking rapture is going to happen today. The fuck are we going on here? Hold on one second. Let me pin it. Let me pin this comment right here. I had to unhook my mouse and plug it back up. Let me see this right here. So user 310-1396-775683 with no profile picture said you fucking foul mouth you. TikTok, look at what I pinned up. You fucking foul mouth you. You foul mouth. You foul mouth you. Now, let me do one more statement. Somebody in the comments put nobody know when the rapture will be. Once again, y'all don't read your Bibles. Let me pin this. You don't read your Bibles. The rapture happens every single day. Every day. Every single day. When somebody decides to put them rugs down, or somebody decide to pull themselves off the street from prostitution, when somebody decide to say, you know what, this is God's plan. This is fucking God's plan. I gotta remove myself, rapture the fucking flesh, remove the flesh, and let's understand what God wants and needs for me to do. That's being raptured. Caught up. The fuck? Don't nobody know when to rapture. The hell are we doing here? No, all right, I'm done. Done with that. So when the rapture happened, y'all just let me know. DM me, that y'all was false believed. When you see, I guess you ain't gonna tell me because your ass probably gonna be gone. Let y'all tell it. All right, now, Jen said, I have had many raptures, but I'm still here on earth. Listen, let me go ahead and get started with this. All right, y'all, Tory Outlaw, Allie Carter, her ass ain't seen a rapture yet. She should have seen a rapture, god damn it, before she walked off with Shelly. Shelly definitely ain't gonna see a rapture. She definitely ain't gonna see a separation between mind, body, and soul. That won't happen. Because now that we're starting to kind of put the puzzles, the pieces together, listen, Shelly allegedly is her handler. All right? We understand that. Number 2, do y'all remember I have been talking about Allie have been lying and talking about she been to different countries. She been to Russia. She been to Mexico. She been to Europe. She been to the Steen Island. She been dealing with different people of power. She been dealing with different celebrities, allegedly. All this stuff, right? She been there. We know she stay in California. She been in New York. She been in Florida. You right? And had all these different experiences, right? That could be true. Damn, Great Vibes, what you saying? So when Shelly is able to put this woman up under a ritual trance and to manipulate her mind to say, hey, so y'all remember on Men in Black when I forgot the guy's name, the white agent, he carried around that little thing to make you forget shit, right? He He you forget you forget everything, right? He hit you with if you remember anything, he'll hit you with that. He hit you with that shit. So you forget about your past. And what I'm about to tell you, that's what I want you to believe. What y'all think Shelly been doing? Why y'all think Shelly is so overly possessed with Tory? I need y'all to walk with me. Well, Great Vibes, you said that she been to all these places. When she's in that trance, because they always talking about satanic ritual abuse, right? Well, the whole time, this is Shelly directing that conversation, right? Because this is what Shelly is doing to Tory, right? Shelly have admitted several times that she have had Tory Alley under this hypnosis. So when she's in that trance, she can make Tory believe whatever the heck is out there. All her little notes that she have, she could write that shit down and verbally tell Tory, hey, this what happened to you. And Tory is going to regurgitate what she just said. This is why when Tory go live, right, the lives that I have shown you all, Shelly will entertain the conversation. She will set the questions up as open-ended, right? Now, number 2. Listen to this. Be careful. Be careful, Great Vibes. Allie, anytime Allie speaks about her past with her biological mother, and notice she don't speak about her father, right? But when she speaks about her mother or any of her siblings, everybody to her is unalived. When she talks about her mother, she have this rage, right? This anger, this yeah. You can do that when you're taught to believe something else. So now I'm finna call Shelly out. Shelly, let me tell you why y'all pissed off so bad right now. Because before Great Vibes, and I gotta be honest, before Great Vibes, y'all was a little bit of teed off, but not on this level. If anything that we're saying over here is deemed to be false, I've asked you all several times to come over here and just explain to us what happened. And the only reason why is because y'all put y'all situation or y'all situationship out on social media. And y'all had the minds of many conformed to your allegations. Now, Shelly, let me tell you where you fucked up. I found a hole in your story, ma'am. A huge hole. A hole so big to where, ma'am, you're going to be doing federal time. And you told on yourself, dummy. Shelly, is it true? And once again, I'm using your words against you. Shelly, is it? And notice my face is on camera every time I go live about, especially talking about y'all. The only time I didn't put my face on the camera is when we was talking about Charlie Kirk a few days ago. 99.9% of the time my face is on the camera. Shelly, is it true, which we know the answer to this, is it true that you removed Tori away from her, from being social with her parents at the age of 15? Okay. And we're talking about from the foster system at 15. All right, cool. Number 2, dummy. You know how y'all be traveling a lot? You're crossing over state lines, right? How many times have y'all went live and y'all said when y'all been pulled over by the police, it's like Missouri or something like that? Missouri, you say y'all got pulled over in, matter of fact, y'all said that y'all got pulled over in 10 different states. Y'all said that. Okay. All right. I noted that. How come every time Tori gets behind the fucking mic, she talks about how many times she's been raped, touched, moved around, dealing with different people across state lines while in your care? Shelly, do you know what that's called? And I really want y'all to listen to me. All this stuff she say happens to her, right? She's with Shelly. Shelly is driving her. Do y'all know why Shelly is moving from state to state to state to state to state? Meeting with different angels that stay in these different states. And some of the armies that stay in these states. And she talks about the people that she dealt with. She talks about codes. She talk about MK Ultra. And only one certain people have access to these codes, so if they want to deal with a 5-year-old or a 12-year-old or a 9-year-old or a 15-year-old or a 17-year-old. Shelly, do you know what that's called, ma'am? Ma'am, that's what you call human trafficking. You wonder why people call, and this everything what I'm saying, this is alleged, right? You wonder why people call you her handler. Because you, number one is she's in your care, even though she's a grown woman. Every time she turned around, we say, ooh, new story unlocked. So it may be some truth in those stories. Not to the extreme, but it's some truth to those stories. Maybe not to the actual celebrities that these events took place. But did they happen? She said it while she was with you. A video that we played maybe about 4 days ago, did she not say that she just turned 18 and they threw this Mr. and Mrs. Understood through this engagement event, and y'all said y'all was going to a Smex party. Oh, my bad, you was with Shelly. How many times y'all sit behind your cell phone talking about y'all was in different states? How many times Tori said that she dealt with different people in different states? Shelly, you was with her. Shelly, that's human trafficking, ma'am. Shelly, that's human trafficking, ma'am. Did you know there's no statute of limitations on kidnapping? Did you know that, Shelly? Because it's so funny where you talk about that don't nobody know what happened to Tori for 1 full year between 15 and 16. She called it AWOL. Tori don't know where she was at. You claim that you don't know where she's at. But of course, we found to be otherwise. Right? Shelly, we understand that you had such a you were obsessed with this young lady. And she's been in she's been up under your care ever since the age of, let's just say, 16. Let's round it up. Let's say 16. Shelly, we put up a photo maybe a month ago when Tori was 16 and pregnant. And her name up on that photo was what? Leilani Ray. That's how we know she was in your possession. Because you gave her that name, Allison Leilani Ray Carter. Shelly, is your middle name Ray? So you think Tori just got this out of nowhere, right? Okay. I'm right now I'm just asking questions. This is the shit that y'all said allegedly here on social media. Shelly's that child moving around, but also there's human trafficking, ma'am. How many state lines did y'all say y'all have? I mean, how many state lines y'all said y'all crossed when all this stuff was happening with Tory? We're talking about over 15 state lines. Ma'am, that's federal. She was with you. So I want you to understand this. It's starting to catch up on you. It's starting to catch up. And I'm calling it out. Shelly, we know what time it is. We see what you're doing. And we now know. We tell y'all so many times. Why the fuck is y'all ass always on social media going live telling motels, snitching on y'all fucking selves? Y'all gotta be the two most idiotic group of people that I have ever met in my life. If you're gonna do it, why just do it behind closed doors? Why do you feel like you gotta go on social media and talk about it? Don't worry about it. We know it's all monetary. It's a game. This is why when Tori tell these stories, she be laughing. Yami said, hey, wait, Allie Carter is lying. Yeah, she's lying. Yeah, definitely. Ava, how you doing? Yeah. So I want y'all, it's a video. Shout out to the young lady that emailed me this video. I sat and watched this video. TikTok, you see it right here. YouTube, y'all see it biggest day. I listened to this video. And y'all, I said, you know what? I'm done. It's over with. Shelly, again, you're busted. Shelly, you're busted, ma'am. Ma'am, you are busted. Y'all, when I play this video, hell, the first 5 minutes is going to blow your fucking mind. Tap the damn screen. Let's get those likes up. We are at 9,000 taps. When we get to 10,000, we're going to start the video. Randy said, I also learned how to take a joke. Shelly and Allie, no one put a damn tracker on you at the dance studio. It was a joke, dumbasses. You know it too. Show you lie to your sheep followers. Come out of the closet, Shelly. Shelly is definitely somewhere laying in the closet. All right. Ava, thanks so much for sharing the video. Everybody else that's coming in, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping the screen and getting those likes up. Dawn said, hi. Yami said, dude, 900 more likes. I want the cheese. I ain't got no crackers though, Yami. Yami, I don't, you may got the cheese, but I ain't got no damn crackers. Just let you know. All right, Ritz, whatever the fuck you like. All right, y'all, listen up. Listen to this damn video. Hold up. Whoa. We're not going to do that. Let's unmute that. All right, here we go.
And
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to it. Don, can you wait? Wait. Now, I'm not saying that I believe this young lady. All right? Because I'm still researching this young lady. However, I just just pay attention and tap the damn screen.
but I knew it was not my mom's womb.
Hey friends, Dan Duvall, looking forward to a podcast today that is going to be exhilarating and shocking and fascinating all at the same time. I want to remind all of you listening that danduvall.com is the home of the Discovering Truth with Dan Duvall podcast. I want to invite you guys that are following this, if you happen to be a survivor on a healing journey, to check out overcomeraccelerated.com, which is our learning platform for survivors. And with that said, we have a lot going on at Bride Ministries as well. Remember, the ministry website can be found at bridemovement.com. We're going to get started.
You're listening to Discovering Truth with Dan Duvall.
Welcome back to Discovering Truth with Dan Duvall. I'm here with another new friend. Her name is Lindsay, and I'm very excited to talk to her. She is going to bring testimony of the things she has seen firsthand and witnessed. She is a survivor of satanic ritual abuse and other things, and I am just so proud of her. Lindsay, welcome to Discovering Truth with Dan Duvall.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here and be able to share my testimony.
Well, we've been taking a journey for several years. We love your family at Bride Ministries Church here in Katy. And, when I met you, I don't think either of us had an idea of what was really sitting underneath the surface.
No, it was very little. I had very little.
Now, y'all, the stuff that she's going to say, I'm just going to need y'all to tap the screen, TikTok. I really appreciate it because Fat Boo said we all going to need a healing journey after all this bullshit. Listen, this interview is finna take you on a whole, you're going to hear Allie Carter through all of this shit. Just tap the screen. Don't get lazy. If you get lazy, TikTok is going to pull the platform. All right? Just... You can't hold on, y'all. Don't be judging the lady already. Who putting their ass on the camera? I mean, Nisi, thank you so much for 2 big booty gorgeous. Thank you so much. Kayla said, nope. Sorry, I'm good.
Had some idea of it, but not the full extent of it. And it was something I didn't really want to touch a whole lot of. I was willing to touch some stuff that was I didn't have a choice to, but going deeper, I really didn't want to have to touch on. So,
well, we're going to touch on a whole lot of things today.
Yes.
And, I'm very excited to have this conversation for a number of reasons. And one of them is that I actually have not been your coach. I've been your pastor.
Yeah.
But there are so many things I'm going to get to ask you about today that I don't even know.
Yeah. There's a lot, and stuff that has just recently also been uncovered. So
Yes.
I get to share some new revelations.
Wow.
In this journey as well. And as I continue
Yes.
going on this journey and the coaching, more stuff continues to get unlocked.
Wow.
So,
Well, let's start here. Every story has an origin point. Obviously, you were born into a family, and why don't you just get us started with a little bit of background on the family you were born into, the nature of that interaction, and give us some idea of how much of what was going on you were aware of
at the surface?
So with my family, I was with my mom and dad. They were only married for about 6 months. My mom would always pass me off back and forth to my dad when she didn't want me, or I would go and be with my grandmother. So at a very young age, there was just a lot of weird stuff that would go on that I guess I didn't think about a whole lot. I just kind of was real passive about it or didn't think of it as unusual. But when I would be with my mom, she would take me to random places. Remember, especially when I was about 5, she would take me to hotels and casinos and pass me off to people. And to very high profile people that I would go and do. There would be different types of rituals and different types of things that would be done.
Sounds familiar. Sound familiar? Hold on. Let- hold on 1 second. All right, let me pin this comment. Okay, all right, cool. All right, hold on 1 second, y'all. Look at your phone. Look at your phone. Okay, we gonna do this one more time. One more time. If you don't accept the request, shh, and pay attention. There go the second request. Okay, you ignored it. Now shut your ass up. All right? I give people the opportunity to come up here and let's have a conversation. Not just be a little keyboard warrior and just put out some dumbass shit in the comments. All right. Now, that person denied it twice.
In these different rooms.
Y'all, somebody auntie, baby mama, cousin just walked in here. Truth teller, good to see you again. Good to see you. All right.
It got to a point to where I had enough of it. And in the lobby floor, when she passed me off to this woman, I flipped out. I started screaming and would not go with that woman. So my mom ended up taking me to a mental institution where I was there.
Wait, whoa, 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 stop, time out. Time out. I just got questions. I got questions. I just got questions. That's it. Your mama took you to a casino. I mean, you know, you went to your mama to casino. She used to pass you off. We're talking about at 5. Pass you off to different people, you know, well-known people at 5. Not saying it don't happen at 5. And you started screaming because you didn't want to go. and then your mama took you to a mental hospital at 5? I'm just asking questions at 5. I'm just asking questions.
For a good while, and they did some of, I was like electrocuted, and it's like my programming wasn't working, so they had to go in and try to reprogram me to behave. But with my family life, there was never.
How old were you when she put you in the mental institution?
I was 5.
At 5?
Mm-hmm.
You can put a 5-year-old in a mental hospital? Okay. All right. So I Googled it. It says, yes, children, including 5-year-olds, can be admitted to a specialized psychiatric hospital. Psychiatric hospital, if I'm saying that correctly, y'all. My P's and my S's be fucked up. Or a pediatric inpatient unit if they are experiencing a severe mental health crisis, are in danger to themselves or others, or require intensive around-the-clock care due to severe psychiatric symptoms. I do apologize. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. We need to know this stuff. Okay.
I was 5.
They let a parent put a 5-year-old child in a mental institution, no questions asked.
No questions. And when she took me, she passed me off to another woman. And I watched her walk away through double doors, and she didn't even look back.
Oh my gosh.
But that was nothing unusual. She would, at random times in the middle of the night, just go and drop me off at my dad's house. They would hear me screaming down the street coming, and she would just hand me off to him and go. My dad, he didn't agree with a lot of the stuff I don't believe he wanted part of it. My grandmother, when I was 6 months old, paid for him to leave and go to Hawaii to get away from my mom. He called and tried to get my mom to come to Hawaii and bring me, trying to get away from all of it. She refused to. And so he stayed there until I was 2.5 years old. I didn't see him again.
Do you believe that your dad was, maybe we could call it a bloodline outsider?
So I do know that both of the bloodlines come from deep royal bloodlines.
Both do.
Both do.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
So it is very intertwined. And even when I was...
Y'all see how he's asking questions, right? He's asking questions. He's just not letting this woman just sit here and run her fucking mouth. He's asking questions. Tori and Shelly only want to go on podcasts to where they just can run their mouth, right? Every time they ask a question, we have heard these questions somewhere before. We heard these questions. So Shelly allegedly would give these people the questions to ask them. So when they ask them, they could be all shocked. Like, oh, that's a good question. Well, bitch, your ass wrote the question. And not only he's asking questions, when she speak, he's asking follow-up questions right behind that.
Was trying to figure it all out because I knew once I started learning a little bit more about some of my situations that I had, I knew that I needed to look deeper into my bloodline so I could try and get some freedom, because I knew bloodline and generational curses, and that was a real big deal to get freedom. So I started looking into my bloodline. And as I started looking in, and I was seeing like different names intertwined, like, you know, that like incest, they were completely just intertwined with each other. I was like, I've seen that name before, but over on this side. So it started getting very like tricky, very confusing, to where even like I would have to step away for a second, because it was like, what is going on? Like it was so tangled and twisted and everything the way it would go. But they all went back to like, I mean, Odin was in my bloodline. So
Whoa.
When I seen that, and then the royalty, like I've always been told, oh, we have a castle, you're a princess. You know, when I was younger, I didn't think anything of it, or related to presidents. And so I just didn't think anything of it until I started learning more about what exactly that means. So I know the bloodlines, where it comes from and what they're doing. My mom is a breeder for the bloodline, for the bloodlines. So she has several children that I know about and those that I don't know about. And I don't even have contact with most of them. I have one that I have contact with, and my brother who died.
My goodness.
Yeah. So my dad's side, Freemasonry, I mean, all of them. Mm-hmm. And they were involved in some stuff too, but not nearly as deep as my mother's side.
Okay.
Notice a lot of keywords that she's using. Kay just said sounds very familiar. All right, and the only reason why I'm pausing it is just to make it my own. And I'll resume in a few seconds. But listen to what she's saying. All right? Not saying that I believe her. Okay? Because this is our first time watching this together. Shout outs to Randy. All of us watching this together. A lot of people don't even know who this lady is. I didn't know who this lady is. Pay attention.
Okay. And so when you were about 6 months old, your mother's mother paid your father, who was a total Freemason bloodline, to leave and go to Hawaii.
No, but that was his mom.
His mom.
Mm-hmm. And she could not stand, like the families could not stand each other.
Oh.
But they had to get married. Like that was their, to be honest, I don't even think my mom and dad liked each other. So my dad's mom paid him to leave. And so then I spent a lot of time with her. So when my mom would do her random not wanting me, doing what she had to do with me, and then dropping me off, it was with my grandmother, my dad's mom.
Was she a place of safety?
And to an extent,
Uh-huh.
but she also had some things that she had to do, not that she wanted to, but she would pick the lesser of the two evils. That she was also. They had real big pull in like the casinos, real well-known business and everything. So very well-known within Reno. So, and in that community.
Wow. Okay, so you were essentially born to two bloodline individuals, royal houses, descended from Western Europe. Mm-hmm. I mean, Odin, goodness gracious. You know, I remember years ago when I first came out with the prayer called Freedom from Fallen Angel Bloodlines and Genetics, people are like, why would you do that? And I was like, oh, these fallen angels have bloodlines.
Yeah.
You didn't know? So if you didn't know.
Yes, very much so.
Wow. And I want to ask you about Yggdrasil, but we'll get to that later. So moving on, now these memories about being taken to the casinos by your mother and other places, did you always know that?
Yeah. So I had it was almost like a core memory.
Okay.
That I did have. I would remember, but it didn't make sense to me. For the longest time, I would remember, but it just didn't make sense. Why? Why would I be a young child at these places at these hours of the night? So then as I started going through my journey, it started to unravel some of these things, and my memories started to make a little bit more sense.
So what other core memories, we'll call them, did you have so we're not focusing so much on what came out through the healing journey, but actually at the surface?
So I would remember a lot of times watching with my mom, when I lived with her, Alice in Wonderland. That was one of the things that seemed like every Sunday night would be on. I was watching it all the time. On repeat. It seemed like it was always Alice in Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland. But I would also remember having things done to me in a doctor type office.
Oh.
During watching Alice in Wonderland. So come to find out, that was a programming that was taking place with rituals that were happening at the same time. And of course, they blamed me. They told me I had to go because I did something wrong. And
All right, y'all, listen. Now y'all can hear me. Let's watch, okay? Let's watch, all right? While y'all tapping the screen, all right? Because we want to throw the AI off. So please, I need everybody that's coming in. I need y'all to tap the screen. Please tap the screen. Let's get it.
Okay, let's talk. We see you, Shelly. Whole empire built on fraud. Yeah. Shelly screaming save kids, but she groomed a teen, creeping around the schoolyard like she Jeffrey Epstein. Started on Allie at 13, locked her up in control by 15, trapped, kidnapped, body, mind, and soul. Hypnosis sessions got her mind hijacked. You broke her down, it's a cold hard fact. Split her whole mind and built Allie as an altar, acting like a savior while you mentally assault her. Projection tactic, accuse what you do. Mirror don't lie when it points back at you. Cult math simple, fear plus pain. Silence the critics, rewire the brain, yeah. Allie, your puppet, but her timeline don't flow. Stealing other people's trauma for your own sick show. Taking stories from survivors, it's a whole charade. You profit off pain that real victims paid. One day she say this, next day she flip. Couldn't keep the story straight, cause it's not legit. Now Shelly gotta read him from a script, but the line's not hers. Borrow pain, borrow tears, borrow words, yeah. Say children chant on cue, but every close friend got a rap sheet too. Ask me how I know, we already do. Receipts on deck, and they all point to you, yeah. Mama isn't Shelly, daddy's ain't no Hawkshaw. Name's not Allie Carter, it's Tory Outlaw. Timeline twisted, lies fall out of order. Receipts too heavy, truth spilling like water. Talking about a pimp when the truth's more sick. Shelly the one who's been pulling the trick. Every mask cracks when the lights get bright. Truth cut deep, it don't need no hype, yeah. The game exposed, no place left to hide. You built a fake kingdom on a wave of lies. Fraud runs deep, but the truth runs deeper. You ain't no savior, just a predator keeper.
So I ended up having to go to the doctor. I mean, it was just crazy things that made no sense. I was told that things that this doctor was doing to me was because I ate the wrong part of a watermelon. like weird. Like it just, as a kid, be like,
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. So our originals, you're asking where's the proof? The proof of what? I wanna make sure that I answer your question. I'm not like, Allie Carter, where y'all could be in the chat asking questions and she turn y'all comments off. And she don't answer y'all questions. I answer questions over here. Where's the proof of what? I'm just of the claims you're making that they're scammers and liars. I want to know because you have followed her. All right, do me a favor. Let's do this right here. Original. I like that. All right. I like this. All right. Let me our originals. Let me this is what I want you to do. Um, look at your phone. Once again, you don't have to turn your camera on. None of that. Just come up here and let's just have like a 2-minute dialogue. All right, Cajun, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Just fine. Come on, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead, original.
Uh,
Hello, can y'all hear me?
there you go, Original. How you doing?
Yep.
Hey, hey, I'm good. I'm actually at work, so I can't talk
Why
too
your
long.
ass at work? Why you see? Look, we ain't
Me
gonna be
too,
doing.
but
Look,
it's frustrating.
look. Go ahead,
Look,
sweetheart.
I'm doing what I gotta do, but see, I follow Allie on Instagram for a while, but different people been coming out saying it's a scammer or she lying, and I just never seen any claims to support or back that up. So I'm just genuinely wondering, like, what's the proof? What's the evidence? What is the reason that you're saying they're liars and scammers, or that Shelly is really victimizing her? Because I just haven't seen any information about that. So that's why I'm just wondering where that's coming from.
I got you. So when Allie go live, you know her as Allie Carter. When she go live, a lot of times, whether it's on Telegram, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Footgram, but below wherever they go live, Facebook, we just watch her just speak, and a lot of times we watch her speak out of frustration, right? Or she's speaking out of anger, and sometimes you will hear her tell just some wild stories, and especially about you being a woman, and like thousands of other women, they get caught up in that, right? Like, yeah, this stuff do happens, right? I knew Hollywood was weird. I knew all this stuff. Now somebody finally coming out speaking their stories about all this crap that's going on, and we're listening to a survivor, right? We want to hear the story. We want to hear more. What more proof you got to drop? You already told us about, especially when she was big on Diddy, right? She really gained more followers after that. So, of course, people want to hear more because they've heard through the grapevine all this stuff happened, and now you got somebody that's speaking out, right?
Right.
Okay. I tried to put it in a nutshell, but
Well, I followed her long before she ever talked about this Diddy stuff. Like you said, it did pull to my heartstrings because I felt like she was a real survivor speaking out. But I feel like once the Diddy case and all this, once it got popularity, with popularity, you get attention. You attract a whole new crowd of people that, everybody is not going to take it for face value.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let me ask you this right here. We know she's been on social media for about 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even when she first got on social media, she said that little bunnet video that made her go viral. She talks
Right.
about it all the time. Let me ask you 2 questions. What was the first story she gave you all that made you connect with her?
Well, she was saying she was getting, by the elites. I don't know what I can say on TikTok. This only like my second live.
This your
But-
second live? Y'all, we number 2? Fuck number 1.
Stay
We
great.
number 2. Fuck number 2. So she said that she was moved around, passed around by the elites,
Right.
right? Give me one name, but spell it out.
Biden.
Right. And she also said Obama, right?
Right.
And his wife.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Did she tell y'all how old she was when all this happened?
Well, from my understanding of the story, she was a minor,
Like just
like 15, like about 15, 16.
okay. Okay. All right. How old did she say she was when she was with Diddy?
Honestly, I don't know the details of that part. Like I said, because I was following her way before she even got popular and was talking about the Diddy
What
stuff.
the reason why I asked, right? Because you said that, allegedly could be around 15, 16 years old when she was dealing with the people on the top.
Right.
All right, question number 2. Did she say how she got there?
From my understanding, it sounded like she said she got there from her pimp and that kind of information. That's what she was saying.
So
That she
was
got.
was it in was it in Washington D.C. or was it at the Geddes Museum in the tunnels?
Shoot, I heard stories about her saying both. For real, for real.
Boat, right? Okay. Um, I'm just asking some very minor questions. So right after Sleepy, we're gonna call him Sleepy Joe because his ass is always asleep. Uh, excuse my French, but that nigga be live. He be live, and his ass be like, brother, wake your dumb ass up. Now, so she has security clearance, right, to be next to this person. And we're talking about top level federal Secret Service clearance. All right. So right before him, she was with Obama, and he did some stuff to her, right?
Okay.
And then his wife did some stuff to her. And according to her words, all of them raped her.
Right.
They fondled her. While she was with them, she also, I am going to go that route. So give me another story. You got those
Well,
people.
I can't keep going in on the
No,
stories. My whole thing
just give me
was
one more.
t-
Just give me
was-
one more
I just
person
wanna
she was
know,
with. One more person she was with. Just one more person.
I don't know.
Harpo,
Oh,
spelled
Denzel.
backwards.
She said Denzel.
She
There
said,
you go.
"God damn it, Denzel, boy, y'all gonna be playing basketball in Pelican Bay, motherfuckers. Listen, and I guess she was around the same age when this happened.
I guess so. Like I said, I don't know the details. That's why I was asking you, what evidence or information are you running off of for you to say that it's a scam,
All
so
right,
that I can understand, so that
I
I can have insight.
I got you. So I'm just put it in a nutshell because I can tell you, I've been dealing with this shit since last year, around this time last year. And we ain't gonna go that far. So overall, is Tori, it has been proven that she has never been in those situations, all the way up to the age of 15 and a half. We brought up records, we showed photos and all this stuff that she was with her biological mother. None of this stuff never happened.
So what's up with all these affidavits and stuff that she keep posting and all of that, and the proof of her being a CPS and stuff? If you saying she was with her mom the whole time.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. The CPS. Oh, they got the CPS reports. Some of them. But what we did, we broke down those CPS reports. All right. Do me a favor, Cajun. Explain to her about those CPS reports.
So I don't even know where to start with the CPS reports. Okay, you said affidavits first. Let me say that. Anyone, including you and myself, can type up anything we want. I can type up that GV is my biological father and I want child support from him, or whatever. I mean, come on now.
I'm too black.
I could say whatever I wanted and go get it notarized. $20. That's it. That's what an affidavit is, okay?
Yes.
That is what an affidavit is. The CPS reports that you have seen, let me ask you a question. Have you ever received anything from CPS, a courthouse, or anything like that? A subpoena, anything?
Me personally, I haven't. I don't. I've never really been involved with the courts or CPS, so it's not something that I would be able to easily verify because I wouldn't have a point of reference for that.
Okay, so let me tell you, because I have, they they usually come from the clerk of courts. Well, they don't usually, that's where they come from. Okay, they'll come from the clerk of courts or child protective services from that state, right? They do not use capital, like all caps, in anything that they write. So pay attention to these things that they are posting, because they're also stamped and signed not only by the caseworker, but the manager and whoever is the supervisor over CPS. The documents that you have seen are fraudulent documents. And if look, this is a great channel. I'm not like, look, I was you too. And I've been on GV's channel a couple times. I see some of my people in here. I was you too. I'm a mother. I followed her from the very beginning. I actually met them both. Um, and I'm just asking you, scroll back in this channel. Don't listen to GV. Listen to what he puts on, just like what he's doing today. Listen to her biological mother speak. And if you're a mother, you will hear the pain in that woman's voice.
Well, I sure do appreciate the insight. Like I said, this is my first live. I was just scrolling by, and my whole thing was just more so, what is the tactical evidence or proof? So are y'all saying that it's more so because the documents are fake, and based on what y'all are seeing, she was with her mom, and this is all a scam?
Yes,
Correct.
yeah, most of it is a scam.
Yeah.
It once again, it's deeper, right? Because
It goes way deeper. Yeah.
so we're talking about, we're not fighting just Tori, that it's Allie and Shelly. We're fighting a whole organization, right? It's many hands that's in this. This is why
Okay.
this is why they're always moving around from different state to different state.
Yeah, because that's the main thing that I noticed that had me with this whole on the run state to state thing. That was the main thing that was confusing me. Like, is it legit? Is it not legit? Or, that was the main thing that was throwing me off.
Now
So
let
I
me
But I'm
definitely,
gonna be honest with you. I don't think I think they've only done that a couple of times. Um, and I had maybe two or three times they've only gone. They have, from what I know, if they came from California and they came to the state that I met them in, then they basically crossed the country.
and
So,
I also got another insider
uh-huh.
occasion. Uh, oh, this is
Oh,
a
I think I know who it is.
yeah.
I do know who it is, because yeah, I know who it is. Yeah.
This is a ring.
A real, yeah,
Yeah,
that's been around, and yeah, I know. Oh, I know what you know.
so
I definitely appreciate you for having me up and giving me some insight. I'm gonna drop down just so I can listen. Like I said, I just was tapping on the live, and that's where I was coming from. Like, what's the proof? Like, I want to see the tangible
And I want to
evidence so
say
I
I
could be on the
appreciate
same
that.
page.
I appreciate that. Of like, you're a real woman to come up here and ask, like, all right, well, explain it to me, but ask them the same thing. So I bid you this. The same thing that you're asking in this chat, I want you to go over there to their little Telegram where they're live right now. Apparently, somebody said earlier. Ask them to show proof and see what happens.
that's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Just show proof.
So I appreciate you for doing this.
Thank you guys so much.
And stop
Yeah.
and y'all, she's in the office because I heard her keyboard tapping in the background. These earphones pick up everything, so she's in a cubicle somewhere, I think. So yeah, keep typing. Keep typing. she sound like she's sending some bills out. So if your ass behind on some shit, she typing that shit. She probably typing my bill up. All right. So I heard that shit in the background. All right. You said
And
great
I
vibes.
just-
Oh wait, you said great vibes. Turn your
Ooh.
microphone up. Hold on. There it is.
There you go.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now? God damn it. Shit.
Yeah, you better.
Okay.
I want to say one thing, and then I'm gonna drop down too, because my God, I had to take off yesterday because it was a shit show yesterday, and I'm sure you'll hear about it soon. We probably know about the same thing at this point, but Yeah, I had to take off yesterday. I want you guys to ask yourself this question. If Allie's or Tori's, y'all know her as Allie, but Tori Outlaw, if her biological mother did the things, okay, two different things. In the beginning, they said that she was MK'd by the elites. Okay. But you can go watch a podcast that Shelly's on, that's on YouTube. Anybody can message me. I'm not going to share. I'm not going to shout her out. So message me. Or if you're one of my people, go to my page on Facebook. Message me. It doesn't matter. Message me anywhere. I'll send you the clip. We were told in the very beginning that she was MK'd by the elites in the tunnels under the Getty Museum. Now, just a month ago, Shelley did a podcast that said that she was MK'd by a family member. In the womb, mind you. In the womb, or 3 months old.
Well, she said it started in the womb, and then she said that while she was coming out of the womb, she was great in the birth canal.
Yes, sir.
That's
why I had to take off yesterday.
in the birth canal. I'm talking about before the head hit that threshold. The doctor was able to move the baby over. Now the mom is already at 10 centimeters, right? She wide open. The doctor made that 13 centimeters and slid his hand up in there and did something to Tori. So there's no laws to where the doctor could get locked up for raping because the baby wasn't even here yet. So the doctor made sure that the baby was still in that birth canal.
Yeah. So hey, Miss Outlaw, how you doing? So ask yourself that. So you've heard two stories about being MK'd. Elites or a family member, which is it? And then I want y'all to ask yourself another question. If her biological mother did all these horrible things and her biological father did all these horrible things, why did they have beautiful families with beautiful children and very successful, and they're not behind bars and they've never been in courtrooms and they don't have any records? Why? But let me tell you one thing. If my biological father essayed me, honey, and it went all over. Because let me tell you something. You can't just go. And here's another thing. You can't just go worldwide and say this crap. And if it ain't true, guess what? You're going to have some problems.
No, that's all right. That's why that's why, keep pushing it. You keep pushing it. And because right now, I'm still on the fence about this one that we listening to right now.
All right, I'm going to drop down, but just ask yourself those questions. I really appreciate that woman coming up. If y'all go ask the same questions in that telegram that you're asking on here and see the difference in the answers. Where's the proof?
That's all. Just ask questions. That's it.
Yeah, and a piece of paper is not proof. Thank you, GV.
No, it's no problem. It's no problem. Thank you so much for coming up here. Cat eyes, that will be correct. Thank you so much for coming up here. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. She was raped in the birth canal. She was raped in the birth canal. No problem, Cajun. She was raped in the birth canal before the baby even got here, according to Shelly, and she feeds that off on Allie. So Allie will regurgitate that and say, yes, I was MK Ultra in the womb, and they had to finish it while I was in the birth canal. You said, where did you see that? Shelly said that shit when she was speaking to, I think, Cajun, was that the podcast she did with God, Sex, and Love? Something, Miracle Sims. I think that was the Miracle Sims. Yes. I know what podcast she talking about. All right. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's continue. Yeah, in the birth canal. The woman is already open up screaming. The only thing the woman is saying, get this fucking baby out of me. Get this baby out of me. And you mean to tell me while the baby's coming out, the doctor's going up in there? Had to move around the umbilical cord and everything just to grape that. Okay. Okay, Shelley.
Like whatever. But as an adult, I would sit and think about.
Yeah, the nurses didn't say nothing. The nurses just stood there and watched the doctor reach his hand up in there and mess with a child while while Tori was in the birth canal.
These things, I was like, it doesn't even make any sense. But anytime anything happened to me, it was always my fault.
Oops.
I would go to random houses or like trailers out in the country I would be told to go look at dogs or to go get certain animals. But afterwards, I was always getting like glass or rocks or something like picked out of I was always having to be patched up afterwards. They were rituals that I was being taken to. Not everything was stuff being done.
Animals, Rufus, the pig, Diddy party. Tori said that it was animals at Diddy's parties that she was a part of. She likes to go and collect rocks.
To me, but also the things that I had to watch as well. So that stuff started to come back to me. So those are some of my main ones when I was younger. I remember a little bit being with my grandmother and like being passed off to different people. So to me, that was always very strange. And then the things that, also my dad would tell me, plus my mom would tell me, it was always about money with me. Basically like I was a commodity to the family.
So Cajun said they posted about this yesterday. It was old from 2021. Watch this right here. It was always about money. Dude, Allie always going around talking, telling you all, her faithful supporters, her followers, that her mama used to always get these checks when she was younger. It was always about money when she was younger. How many times Tori said that? Miss Outlaw, good to see you.
Family. One didn't want to pay, the other one wanted the money. So I was constantly being passed around, and money was always involved with it as well.
Do you believe that money was flowing to both your mother's side and father's side as a result?
Mm-hmm, very much so. And like my grandmother, my mom's mom, she hated me before I was even born and cursed me, like did not want me to come. And I know it's because I was to take her place within the bloodline, that part of it, her job and what she was doing. So
we're going to come back and kind of revisit all of these things in a second round, but I want to just get this ironed out as well. So you went through these things, you had these core memories, but the memories themselves were like before and afters, it sounds.
yeah.
I remember being in the casino, but I don't know why. And I remember going to these trailers and getting animals, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
And being told weird things. Watching Alice in Wonderland, but why not something else? There's a lot of other things on TV, whatever.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you, at what point did you leave your parents' custody?
So it wasn't until I was 19.
Oh, wow.
So with my mother, I was physically abused by her, off and on up until I was 11. And then my dad took full custody of me. With her, after I was placed in the mental institution, had all the things that were done to me, I I remember my dad coming and getting me out of there. And the agreement was with custody, that she had to surrender custody so he could come and get me out. I don't know the full details of all of that. But so then I was with him for and then it was I was in 4th grade. She calls again. And in between, I would go see her, and it would be, there was always some type of chaos or some type of issue. Every single time I was with her, there was something crazy going on, and I was always right there, always involved in it. And so by that time, she calls again, 4th grade. I was in the 4th grade. And I hear them fighting. They're arguing on the phone. And then my dad says, your mom's on the phone. She wants to talk to you. She wants me to come live with her again. And I knew everything inside of me was just like, I didn't want to go back. Now, granted, with my dad, there wasn't the physical abuse, but it was more of the emotional detachment. There was really I didn't feel the love. I didn't, but it was still, to me, that was better than the physical stuff. I had told her I didn't want to go live with her. She pulled the I'm not your mom and all of that. So then I said, fine, I'll go and live with you. I went back. I lived with her. And not only was it the abuse on me, but I watched her, the guy that she was with at the time, abuse her as well. Knives. I mean, it was such bad. I would have to go and call the cops.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to tap the screen. Let's get those likes up, and let's push it out. Edie, get with Randy. She'll send you the link. Not I'll send you the link. You said this lady's all over the place. Why you think I had this as the title? This shit is starting to get out of control. Let's continue.
Because the abuse was so bad. So I would always think I'm going to watch my mom die. But then in return, she'd beat me so bad. And one time I actually thought she was going to kill me. And that was the last time that she was able to abuse me, because I started a fire at the apartment complex. I knew that if I did something bad, she would get rid of me.
Oh, wow.
Because that's how it always was. Anytime something bad would happen, because that's what I was always told. This happened to you because you did this. So she took me and put me somewhere else. So I knew if I do something bad, she'll get rid of me. And then I won't have to take this pain anymore. My only concern was my sister. I did worry about my little sister that was there. But I ended up starting a fire, and it set the whole back part of the apartment complex up in flames. So, of course, my dad, he came and got me. I had to go to court for all of that stuff. And the thing that really always stood out to me about that was, even though I told the judge why I did it and what my mom was doing to me, yeah, he shed a tear for me, but nothing ever came about. She never got in any type of trouble. My sister still continued to live with her. I got off with no type of trouble or anything. And now I know it's because he knew who my family was.
Right. I was told by someone wise, they said, Daniel, you have to understand, in this country, we have a legal system. It's not a justice system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we also have a lot of compromised, bought and sold judges.
Yes.
Wow. I am so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, and it's a terrible, thing. But it just brings to light the true evil that does go on within these systems, and how it depends on who you know and whether or not there will be any type of justice.
Right. So that's at 11, you went back with your dad.
Yeah.
And then you were with him until 19?
Yes. And I would go and see also my sister, which lived with my grandmother, my mom's mom. And my mom didn't have any of us kids, only up until a certain age, and that was it. So I would go see my sister and my grandma. And my grandma was retired from the Reno Police Department. So she had a lot of different connections. Also, a lot of the Freemason. She was a Eastern Star herself, like my grandmother, my aunt, all of them. So there would be weird things, that we would experience when we would be there too, as well. And another one of the Disney programs we would always watch was Cinderella. So it's just that it was always playing, that, or she would let us watch, movies that most grandparents or parents would not let their younger grandchildren watch. So we weren't allowed to be out if we called him Papa, if he was there. We weren't allowed to be out and around him. We ate by ourselves. We didn't eat with them. It was just really weird, stuff where we could be, a lot of rules we couldn't do. So I would spend my time between the two, my dad and my grandma as well.
So by some outward vantage point, it may have actually looked like you had an overprotective childhood where you were very sheltered, but not.
But not, exactly. And it was only certain people were allowed to touch me. And like my dad wouldn't even, never laid a hand on me. And my mom would even say about, with my stepmom, she knows that she's not allowed to touch you. Weird stuff that she would say to make it was only like she was, or whoever she was to pass me off to, they were allowed to touch me. They were never allowed to leave marks on me, no visible markings, nothing.
So at 19, you left.
I did. I went to Alaska.
And you went to Alaska. Okay. How hard or not hard was that transition by the point you made it?
So it wasn't hard, really, because I was one of those, I guess you could say, kind of carefree as a teenager. I just didn't care. And I think because I just kind of gave up on life anyways.
Oh.
So I just didn't. I was really bad into crystal meth. I got into crystal meth really bad. To the point where I got kicked out of my house. And this was I graduated high school, and within 6 months, my life just kind of started spiraling, really bad, out of control, getting into all kinds of bad stuff. But I ended up getting into the crystal meth, getting kicked out of my house, got in a really bad car accident that ended up sending me to the hospital and my best friend to jail because she was drinking. And at that point, we didn't really know what we were going to do with our lives. She had a DUI, couldn't work, lost her job. Went to the hospital. I was hurt. I couldn't work, for a good amount of time because of the injuries. And so we had no money to pay our rent or anything. So we're just kind of sitting there. Our fake IDs got taken away. So just everything that we did, we're well, what are we supposed to do? Everything, the drug dealer went to jail. So all of these things, we're just sitting there we have nothing to do anymore. There's just, but her family was very much involved in the church. I knew nothing about Jesus. I heard of God. That was about it. Thought God hated me. So really, never thought about any of that kind of stuff. So she used me as an scapegoat because she was going to go to, they're having a discipleship and like Bible school in Alaska. And it was, she had put her name on the list thinking Alaska, they'll never pick me. But she did because that's what her parents told her she needed to do.
Sure.
And this was previous before all the trouble her and I had gotten into. And then she changed her mind. She didn't want to go anymore. So the pastor was coming from California because they were visiting family to meet her at a church. And she said, Lindsay, come with me. So
Y'all dropped it in the comments already. Do this sound familiar? This sounds very, very familiar. All right. Quick break real quick. Y'all, I had to switch headphones because my batteries went out in the other one. Y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen. Let's get it. Tap the screen, y'all. Shout outs to Peanut. Dropped it like it's hot. Let's go. Let's get it. Tap the screen, y'all. Y'all, let me redo that. I did not know that I had YouTube muted. The hell is wrong with me? The hell is going on with me? My bad, y'all. Shit, my bad. YouTube, damn, my bad. Y'all just shit. The hell is wrong with me? I was trying to go shit. YouTube, I'm getting messages. Great vibes, we can't hear it on YouTube. My bad. Shit. My bad. Let's get it.
Pina on the beat, ho.
My bad, YouTube.
Yeah, Shelly K, Ultra.
Tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen, y'all. Let's go. Let's tap it. Tap the motherfucker.
Lab with her coat like planned. MK Ultra knockoff, but with dirt on her hands. Ali Carter, nah, that's Tory Outlaw. Child under hypnosis, brain cut raw. Sessions in the dark with the drugs on deck. Split her whole psyche, left the mind a wreck. Shelly the handler, playing with the switch. Engineer alter, programming a glitch. Save kids chant just the cover she use. Whole damn project built to abuse. Yeah. Shelly K Ultra, mind in chains. Drugs in the system, rewire the brain. Shelly K Ultra, can't break free. Puppet on the string, no memory. Shelly Program responses when the trigger appear. Fake savior mask, but the culture stage. Mind control queen with the soul in the cage. Every vision alley speak, pre-wrote script. Shelly in the back with the notes she flipped. Farmer pills stacked like a doctor's tray. Chemical leash, keep the victim in play. Not a healer, not a saint, just a master of disguise. Building altars in a prey while she feed them lies. Rewire the brain with the trauma repeat. MK blueprint, running the street. Shelly K Ultra, mind and change. Drugs in the system, rewire the brain. Shelly K Ultra, can't break free. Puppet on the string, no memory. Tori never chose it. Shelly held the pen, wrote her whole life like a lab experiment. Baby stolen, truth controlled. Program story that Shelly sold, but every file leak, every lie and wine. MK playbook, same design. Only difference here is the code she keep. Shelly K Ultra, predators leap. Yeah, Mel's is deep, and the drugs cut raw. Allie ain't Allie, she's Tory outlaw. Shelly the savior, nah, just the crime. Another MK handler in a new disguise.
That shit right there hit. It hits. Damn. that shit, boy. You listen to the lyrics, it will tell everything, right? I know some people come in and they just hear the music, right? Well, I tell people just listen. They just. So just like I said, just listen to the lyrics. The lyrics says it all. It puts it up in a nutshell. So Fat Boo, I see what you said. I never see it get worded like that. But let me go ahead and pin that comment because that's the funniest shit that I've seen all morning on YouTube. I just can't say it out loud. All right, let's get back to this young lady right here. Now you.
That we can get out of there. Like I was her excuse to leave. So I was like, okay. And we get there. And, you know, I'd always been very curious about Jesus because the funny thing is my real mom, my abuser, she had told me about salvation.
Yeah, Tori, you know, Allie, you like to say your real mom. You know, you call her all these names, but you also call her your abuser. Really?
Because in one of her assisted livings that she was living at, a pastor came. And knowing now, he had like words of knowledge about her life and what she had been through and gone through. And it like touched her. And so she said that she accepted Jesus. I didn't even know what that meant. I didn't know what salvation meant. I didn't know what accepting Jesus meant. But I wanted it just from listening to her and what she was saying. Like I believed it because I could hear it, the sincerity of it when she was talking about it. So I wanted it.
How old were you when she had that encounter?
17.
Okay, so this is way later. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was 17 because we were raised, I was baptized Catholic.
Okay, yes.
And born in a Catholic hospital.
Goodness.
Yeah, so my family's very much, it was the Catholic stuff.
Yeah.
So I tried going to churches to get saved. Even called one of my friends and said, hey, you want to go get saved? You know, not even really knowing what that meant, but the churches were all, the doors were all closed. So I just kind of gave up on it and forgot about it. So when that pastor, he's there and we walk into the church and he sees me and he said he knew that I was the reason, one of the reasons that they were there, and asked me if I knew Jesus. And I looked at him and said, no, but I'd like to.
Wait, Tony, Tony, is something you want to say? Oh man, I can't with these comments today. Oh my goodness. Now I'm glad y'all paying attention, okay? You know, instead of me doing all the talking, y'all asking me all these questions. Thank y'all so much for paying attention to the fucking video.
And so that kind of blew her whole using me as an scapegoat to get out. But so I was the last student they accepted for that school. And normally it was, I shouldn't have fit any of the qualifications. It was for people who were already established in the church, part of these certain churches. And, but he told the senior pastor that he really felt strongly that I was to be there. So, my best friend's dad paid my tuition and paid my airfare, and we were gone within a couple of months to Alaska, North Pole, Alaska.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah.
I did not know there was a Bible training center up there.
Yes. Yep. Through the Assemblies of God Church.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it was, they built a dorm. They built a dorm back behind the church, and that is where us students lived. It was very sheltered, very,
Yeah.
it was difficult.
I can.
Well, once again, we learned that Alaska is in the North Pole. So if anybody want to go to the North Pole, we just found out that the North Pole is part of the United States of America. If you want to go to the North Pole, it's in the United States of America. Hey, that's geography 101. They didn't teach us that shit in school. I guess that's what you call earth crust displacement. Displacement, something shit. Now the North Pole is in the United States of America. Boy, I shouldn't have dropped out of 9th grade. Oh shit, y'all ain't supposed to hear that.
Imagine. Okay, so that was the escape route. That's also how you met Jesus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when you said the sinner's prayer, when you committed your life to him, I mean, what was the immediate?
Now, I honestly, I'm for real. I'm being serious. She met Jesus at the North Pole. I guess maybe she wanted to be closer.
Shift for you.
You know, and it's really funny because I remember feeling like excited because
Yes.
I'd been like looking for it, and then the opportunity had passed and it's like it was there again.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, afterwards, we went and stole a car. Like, so I was excited, but I didn't know that I thought I was just adding him to my life.
Wow.
So that was just my way to heaven. Like that was, and I didn't even know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
So I was adding him to my life. I didn't know anything different. So I just continued doing life as usual. And, but I truly believe, thinking about it, and as I was talking to others about it when I was 17, hearing about my mom and how I just believed right away. I believed in that salvation. I almost kind of wonder if that's truly when I became saved. It's just believing right then and there that Jesus was the answer, that he was my salvation.
So we're going to go back now. And you talk about the bloodlines you got from the royal houses in Europe. But there's another bloodline that came through the Cherokee Nation. Mm-hmm. Talk about that.
So that's my dad's side.
Okay.
They came over and married right into the Cherokee Nation. The tribe was called Going Snake tribe. And with that, you know, there's they believe a lot of the, different spiritual abilities. And so they wanted that included into the bloodline, into, I don't know, I guess for more of the spiritual abilities or gifts that there are within the Cherokee, people or Native American people.
And let me ask you this question. Speaking of spiritual abilities and gifts, what is your experience? Did you experience life as, certain abilities and gifts being inherent to your lived experience?
Yeah, so I've been always very in tune with the spirit world.
Okay, always.
Always. Up until when I got older, and it was kind of like a block got put there. And I don't know if it's because I was told I was crazy or, so I just decided to kind of shut that part of my life out.
All right, y'all, hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Hold on. Okay, this is the one I want to get to right here. Hold on, I think here it is.
So, and your mom really didn't have that maternal connection with you at all?
Not at all. And to be honest, now knowing what I know, my mom was never her front person. Most of the time I was with different personalities and parts.
But you didn't have the terminology for it
to understand it. But I knew, because I could tell before she would go into these, all of a sudden she would change and go into these rages. And that's when I would know that it was about to get really bad for me, because I would see the change, the switch. And so I knew it was just not her. And even when I got older and I would talk to her on the phone, it would just be weird, random stuff that she would say, and I know it's not even her that I'm talking to, but I didn't understand it.
And was your mom pretty dissociated from the type of physical abuse she was perpetrating against you?
Yes, very much so. Because she would even say to me, that she'd tell me all the time, I never even laid a hand on you. Only time I would do anything is spank you, and that's if you were bad. And I would sit there and be like, are you serious? Because I would know the older I got what she did to me.
Yeah.
And so I would just kind of let it go and not say anything, because I just, at that point, just kind of thought she was crazy.
Sure. And that's exactly it. This is why this type of abuse is so generational. It's, once the parts get their jobs and end up demonized and then perpetrate certain things, the storyline is completely hidden from the presenter.
Yeah.
It's just not even available to them. And so there are a lot of older generation that sit in complete denial of how much damage they did. And I so appreciate the way you're articulating it, because you're giving voice to a lot of listeners. I mean, lived experience as well. It's the same thing. And so, but when you bring up the part about the artificial womb, the artificial insemination, all of this being created, that also lends itself to explain the maternal disconnect that you had with your mother, why she seemed so far away. And of course,
did I miss something? Now I know at the beginning she was talking about the artificial womb, but I'm confused here. What was she born in an artificial womb? Did the mother provide did her mother did the mother carry her, or did the mother provide her eggs? Did I miss something? Because they keep talking about because I'm hearing I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Maybe Crystal is finna enlighten me. Did I miss something, Crystal?
So had an aunt or a great aunt who had, in the end of her life, she had multiple personalities, and she spent hours on the phone with her every single night, and she obtained a very close relationship, and she gained all of the knowledge that she believed goes around that multiple personality. So that shift to Allie wasn't just random. I think when we forget to include that part, I think that's a huge connecting piece. And I didn't want to forget to say it again.
Thank you.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And I think it's like it was her new patient. Like the aunt died and she needed a new test subject because now she had all this newfound knowledge.
I do remember now. Thank you for reminding me of that.
I just wanted to say it while I was thinking of it. But somebody else is going to have to enlighten you because I was getting out of the shower. I wasn't listening too good.
Oh, okay. All right. We still trying to figure out where this artificial womb come from.
Yeah, by the sound of it, she was saying that her mother wasn't really made to be a mother. She was her job was just to reproduce. I don't know. They sound so similar. It's hard for me to even tune in for too long because I'm just sitting there in the shower thinking, did Tori watch her videos or did she watch Tori's videos? Because there is no way that these two haven't connected at some point.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm listening, but I'm confused at the same time.
All right, well, you keep it together.
All right, thank you, Crystal.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Whew. Man, God. So the question that I have for people, if you was watching or listening, did I miss something? Was she born in an artificial womb? Or was she born? Because he just said that explains why you don't have a connection with your biological mother. So, all right, maybe they're going to say something. Okay, let's go.
You could say, well, she was herself damaged, clearly, abused, clearly, and had her own history. But that part matters. And so thank you for explaining all of that. Now, are you the only child between your mother and your father?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, because everyone else for your mom was a different person at that point. Now, did you ever get to the bottom of where this facility where the artificial womb was may have been?
So it is very big. It's a very big operation.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just me in there. I seen several artificial wombs full of several babies. So it is a very big, it's like it's...
Are we talking dozens, hundreds, or thousands?
Thousands.
My gosh.
Like they are creating their own race.
Thank you for saying that. No, please continue.
That's exactly, they are creating their own race. Going almost back to, it reminds me of when the angels came and were mating with the women. Mm-hmm. But this science has gone so far to where they don't even need, it doesn't need to be like that. All they need is the DNA. And they can create, and now they have the wombs to put it all in. So they are creating their own race of what they want these people to have, what they want them to look like, the genetics they want them to have. And it's like it's being filled with, like, held up with essence.
Wow.
And it's Atlantis is connected. It's a very multi-dimensional operation that is going on.
Years ago, one of the things that Jesus told me, he said, I am rehumanizing my people. It was not very long before our deliverance resources at Bride Ministries began to go deep into the genetics aspect of the conversation. When we realized that a lot of the gates that the powers of darkness were claiming as legal rights sit not in sin, that is just what a person did that was wrong.
All right, I got to. I'm sorry. Dude, pastor, sir, whatever your name is. Jesus spoke to you and said that he's about to rehumanize humans. I guess you were talking about, bringing humanity back, bringing morals and ethics, right? How to be an actual human. I guess that's what you were speaking of. Jesus spoke to you, sir. It's amazing how all this satanic ritual abuse and all this other bullshit is always hidden behind Christianity. Is that why when the pastor touched people, folks start shaking and shit? Be running around the church, they lay hands on you, you falling back, hollering and screaming like your ass, like you somewhere busting a nut. I'm just asking questions. All this satanic stuff is always behind Christianity or the fucking priest. This is why you see this shit like in these horror films. That somebody's, when you see like humans climbing on the walls and shit, or they like The Conjuring, right? They be climbing on their back and shit. These scary movies when they be run up to the screen real fast, and the little girls be twerking their heads, right? Be twerking their head to the left and to the right, be looking at you and shit. And there's always some type of priest in there with the cross and sprinkling water and shit. It's always it always come back to Christians. I want y'all to think about that.
But beyond that, also in specific markers in the genetic code.
But the pastor needs to go, sir, you need to go somewhere and sit down. Because what you just said there was a bald-faced lie. Y'all pastors just be saying shit because it sound good in the moment. So I guess that you can get your point across. So you got to throw Jesus somewhere in there. Jesus spoke to me and told me that my alibi is about to be alibied. And that's how Bishop Jakes end up in trouble. Because Jesus told him to send a message out, and come to find out, allegedly, he was sitting there dealing with 19-year-old men, graping them. That's why his ass went missing for a whole week the week of Thanksgiving of last year, when his ass was getting sued. Is always hidden behind that. You said some saying that the rapture is today. No, I spoke about it earlier today in a live. They said that the rapture is supposed to happen. First of all, it's supposed to happen at midnight. Now they moved it up to 1:30. Because right now it's 12 o'clock my time. It's 1 o'clock you all's time. So in the next 30 minutes, if you're on the East Coast, make sure your ass gonna be. Make sure you, if you a Christian, make sure you be standing outside. Make sure that I need All this shit that y'all been talking about your whole damn life. Your mama talked about it. Your grandma talked about it. Fuck it. Your great-great-great-grandmama talked about it. Walked around with that Bible. Always talking about the rapture. Oh, the rapture this and the rapture that. I want to make sure that I'm caught up to meet Jesus. Shirley Caesar came out with a song with Kirk Franklin called Caught Up. Hi, we finna see. So make sure that you put on your Sunday's best and take your ass outside. Because you don't want to get left behind. Remember that movie Left Behind? They programmed all this shit into y'all heads. All right, you got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes left to be spending time with great. You go spend your last 30 minutes listening to Great Vibes. If you a Christian, you got your last 30 minutes on earth to be listening to Edith said they rescheduled the damn rapture. How you reschedule the rapture if it's supposed to happen at 12? Like a thief in the night. Boy, y'all just be mad. You said it's happening in the wrong time zone. Boy, Christians would believe any damn. Y'all so stupid. Christians are stupid. Now, if you take that, Great Vibes is this and Great Vibes is Antichrist. Great Vibes, no, I know your Bible better than you. And the way y'all read the Bible, you don't read it the right way. The Bible say everything that we fight is all spiritual warfare. Everything is spiritual. Why we keep looking at shit as is the shit is flesh? That's why y'all get confused with all them damn stories in the Bible. Watch this right here before we start back. What if I was to tell you the Sodom and Gomorrah, because that has to do with the rapture, the Sodom and Gomorrah story that y'all believed that it happened and shit with Lot and his wife. Angels came down. God sent angels down to let Lot's wife know, hey, you need to get your ass up out of here. God finna destroy this with water and fire. But notice he said in the fire, water. First it was water, then it was fire. Water was first, especially from the Noah's Ark story, and then it was fire and brimstone. But I think the Bible said it was sulfur. I think it was sulfur. I gotta reread the scripture, but I think it was sulfur. Do you know what that means? It's allegorical. Water is allegorical. Fire is allegorical. You will hear the trumpets of Zion. It's allegorical. So right now, y'all finna be standing outside on your back porch. You finna hear some fucking trumpets blowing in the sky. Do y'all hear yourselves? Because this supposed to be happening in 25 minutes. You supposed to be hearing some trumpets, right? The trumpets of Zion. The trumpets of Zion. Let me know when it happened.
That these various groups were claiming as theirs is that, well, they carry our DNA, therefore we have rights.
Yes. And that is what they would tell me. They would tell me, we created you. We gave you this, so we can take it away. Mm-hmm. So, with my health, certain things, I would start getting attacked in certain areas because it was like I was touching on an area. They didn't like it. So they would just go in and start trying to take away or mess with my DNA, with my body. So like it is very, when I seen that, it was hard to see, but it's like I already had a knowing, but not only was it hard, I guess, to see it for just myself, but to see like all of the people that it's being done to. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh. And then just to see that their plans, though, and what they think that they can do to fool God, it's laughable.
Yeah.
Really, because my spirit and Jesus kept telling me that I am a glitch in the system.
Come on.
And I didn't fully understand it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it, But literally, I have completely destroyed everything they've tried to do. Their programming with me, it would end up not sticking. They would have to keep trying to do all these different things to continuously try to get me to do.
Jesus told you was a glitch. And you was born from an artificial womb. These multiple people have access to your DNA and your body makeup internal, right? They could change your makeup. They could change you, how the way you think, how you move. And Jesus spoke to you and said that you was a glitch in the system.
Their agenda to do what they wanted, but it just would not stick. And even now, here I am on my healing journey, them not expecting me to get this far and discovering all of these things that they're doing. And it's literally Jesus placed me in these areas so I can completely help tear it apart.
Come on. You need to preach that. We'll have you preach one of these weeks. Come on. So look, So I want to continue exploring this early on, right? So you are genetically engineered. Let me ask you this question. Does the term Hitler Project resonate with you, or do you think what you went through was something completely independent?
I think that a lot of this stuff is connected.
You think it's connected?
Very interconnected.
Yeah.
It's just so, like, when I look and I see it, it's just like a bunch of different things intertwined.
Okay.
Like a big web.
Yes.
So I do believe that it's very much entangled with it, but not completely
got it.
Part of it, if that even makes sense.
Well, it makes sense to me. So
Okay.
we'll just go with that. Okay. So look, yeah.
Maria Rose said, I gave her my paycheck. I had to find the truth. No more. Maria, you gave who your paycheck? You talking about Tory? Truth teller say, I gave Alice Army money. I get it. I want to hear this from Maria. Well, see it from Maria. Maria Rose. Who did you give your money to? Maria, you got a few. Maria, come up on the panel. Maria Rose, I sent you an invite. Okay.
I mean, and this is the thing, what I think people need to understand is that we are in the midst of a great awakening right now, Lindsay. And I say, when the survivors speak and are heard, it's going to force a change on how we perceive the reality we occupy. We were told to believe a lie, and we were told the people that told the truth were crazy, and the people that told the truth were confined to insane asylums and mental health institutions to be reprogrammed.
Yes.
But there is a massive agenda to cover the truth. And it's so that I believe the kingdom of darkness wanted to buy time. I can't imagine if, like people that have the ability to pull the purse strings and have control over powers were not programmed and also able to come to a full moral conviction about what's being done to destroy lives and futures and people in general, especially in some of these labs and bases and organizations. It's like, if you begin to pierce the veil on some of that, and there was a move to begin shutting it down, suddenly the kingdom of darkness and their beast agenda would come into a real problem. And so they've been buying time by creating this, what I call a false reality overlay. It's like, no, we're not doing that. I mean, we are, but, wink, wink. If you say we are, we'll lock you up, And so that, I believe we're in a season where we're going to say it anyway.
Yeah.
And people are listening.
Yeah.
The people are going to listen to you.
Yeah.
This will be heard by a lot of people.
That's good. That's my biggest thing is just praying that, God, of course, is number one, glorified, but that those who need to hear it.
All right, I'm going to pause it right there because we got to do part 2 later on. This shit right here, I'm still trying to listen. I'm listening. All right, I'm listening. Y'all asking who this pastor is? If his YouTube link is Discovering Truth Network. So that's where you can find him at on YouTube. Just a homeschool mom said, "I'm listening, but I'm not listening," or hearing, but I'm not listening. Randy said, "Witches have warts. Allie has one on her forehead, and Shelly whole body is a wart." Unseen said, "I'm confused. Is the latest story all a lie, or did we just listening?" All right. Is there anything? Sorry, y'all. I need a nap. It's been a busy morning for me. First of all, is there anything anybody want to say so far? If you believe Tori or you believe Allie, feel free to come up right now. If you disagree with anything that I've said, which I didn't say much, but anything that I've said regarding Tori, that she's a liar, Shelly is a liar. If you disagree with any of that, come on up. Randy says she's a coochie thief. But I'm going to mind my bab. Gotcha. All right. Well, since nobody want to come up and let me know about theirs, what we're going to do is, you say, I believe we're going to get cussed out again. That's all we want. She said, Randy said, Allie is so desperate for anyone to interview her. Tell her to interview herself. Damn, just an honest homeschool mom said, wow. She said, I fell for their junk for a while, but I came here a few months ago, and now I realize how dumb I was. Damn. Spotted Zebra asks, what happened with Allie Carter? She lied. Elena said, we all got food. Oh wow. Tony said her daughter is the breaking news editor at the Wall Street Journal. She wants to interview her. That's not going to happen. Yes, bamboozled. That's correct. That's correct. So look, I want to thank y'all so much for coming. Thank y'all so much for watching this part 1. All right, we're going to do part 2 later on. I need to take me a little nap. It's been a busy morning. Then I came over here to go live to do this part 1. But part 2 is going to be a little different. All right, and just be on the lookout. And that's if we all still here. Because remember, the rapture is supposed to happen in 13 minutes. She said, see, we behaving. You said, wait, we got 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Let's wait. Now, cool. Let's wait. Let's see if the rapture is going to happen in 13 minutes. I ain't saying shit. Edie says she got to get ready. I got it. Let me show y'all this. Hold on one second. Let me log in. Yeah, we got 10 minutes. So, you know, I just can't believe how gullible people are. That's just simple as that. I'm gonna show y'all what people been saying. While we waiting for Jesus to come back. Okay, cool. Logging in. I'm gonna show y'all. Yeah, y'all just hold on. Just let me pull up this screen. Nah, y'all just listen. I ain't gonna do all that. Just listen.
Pick me up before my shift start so he can come, you know. But I really wanted him to pick me up from the house because I had fixed him something to eat last night. So I got him a plate in the refrigerator. All I got to do is put it in the microwave, warm it up, let him eat before we head on out. And then I guess he's going to pick the rest of y'all up. And we supposed to be staying with his daddy, him and his daddy. I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't know how big this house is that him and his daddy live in. He talking about all of us supposed to be staying together. I don't know. I don't get along with all y'all like that, so we'll see how it go. But yeah, I want him to get something to eat, get something in his stomach first, and I turn some water into wine so he can drink that, have him a little buzz, you know. And y'all can stop by the house. Now y'all can stop by the house and DM me. I'll give y'all the address. Y'all come over and eat something too before we head out. But
wait, you said some people were selling their things? Are you fucking serious? One lady dropped her kids off at CPS.
Oh my God, it's happening, guys. It's happening! It's happening! Wow! It's happening.
We are in Cape Town.
It's happening.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's happening.
Look there.
Wow, we had to get happiness.
Today is Rapture Day, and once again the claims are coming in that it's happening. Oh my God! It's happening! It's happening! No, and now that we're all still here, look.
Hold on, y'all.
September the 23rd here in Asheville, North Carolina, and I wanted to show you guys something. Check this out. I have been up since about 6 a.m. before sunrise. Actually, I think I woke up at 5 a.m. I've been watching, and I haven't seen anybody floating upwards. So maybe it hasn't happened yet, but don't worry. I'm sitting out on my deck, and I will report if I see anybody floating upwards. Take care and go about your day as normal. September the
Y'all thought I was lying. Y'all literally thought I was lying. People literally believe that the rapture is about to happen. You know what, CBP? Do you know why nobody shall see the rapture? I'm gonna pin your comment. You know why? Because the rapture happens every single day. The rapture is internal. Separation from body and mind, spiritual and flesh, just the separation. That's all it is. It happens every day. Well, people that has been taught a certain way, people are afraid that this rapture that's supposed to happen when people are supposed to be levitated and took up into the sky. Y'all, they keeping up with the time. They said 5 minutes, y'all. You said Great Vows, they ain't ready for that conversation. No, this right here for the prove. Y'all got 5 minutes. And we're talking about people that's on the East Coast. Once again, I didn't know the rapture. I didn't know you could reschedule the rapture. Let's see what else we got.
Was disappointed. I wasn't taken. Now I have no truck. I gave away all my money.
Oh hell no! Let me let y'all see this video. No, you not finna make me not. No. 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 Hold on. I gotta show this. I'm sorry. All right, this is it. So let's see. This is for YouTube. I'm gonna show you how crazy people are. YouTube, y'all finna see it first. There you go, YouTube. And then TikTok, y'all finna see it. Hold on. Let's let TikTok see it. All right. Y'all look at this shit. This is what
Was disappointed. I wasn't taken. Now I have no truck. I gave away all my money last night. How am I supposed to get to work? Uber? I ain't even got no money for that. So anybody that
I know he's joking, but he's talking about the one. This is the one that's supposed to happen at midnight, and it never happened, right? Look at the lady. Look at this one right here.
Floating upwards.
Hold on. Let me rewind it.
Floating upwards.
Hold on now, lady.
So floating upward, floating upwards.
Okay.
So
hold on, let's restart this.
Floating upwards.
Damn.
So maybe it hasn't happened yet, but don't worry. I'm sitting out on my deck, and I will report if I see anybody floating upwards. Take care and go about your day as normal. Floating up.
Y'all, she dead serious. She dead ass serious. She dead ass serious. Hold on.
It never happened. That's how good of a friend I am, and such a good coworker I am. Act like it never happened. That's how good of a friend I am. Act like it never happened. That's how.
Why is it this thing only showing me the ending of these people? It's not showing me the full. I'm not understanding. Hold on.
Resources that you're going to leave behind. I look forward to hearing from you. Safe travels on your journey, and thank you. Resources that you're going.
Why is it doing that? Why is it only showing? Hold on, maybe it's me.
Don't let anybody mock you. You are entitled to think that the rapture is coming. And if you believe that the rapture is coming, know that I completely support you. I'm going to ask you to send me a DM so I can give you my account information, because you can't take it with you. So you may as well just send it to someone who...
Some people are really like, what is this guy right here talking about?
Now, the claims of this preacher have sort of sent a bunch of people into a panic. If you've been on social media recently, you've probably seen many videos from people saying that they won't be having to go into work soon. Or maybe you've seen the videos of people warning other people about getting left behind. There are even some people that are giving away things that they own in preparation for the rapture. Now look guys, I don't want to put a damper on things, but rapture claims like this tend to always go viral around the same time of year every year. I personally have been hearing these same claims since I was little. Now with that said, I don't know 100% that it's not going to happen, but I highly advise against anyone that is giving away things that they might need in preparation for this event. Because if it does end up happening, that stuff will get left behind and used by someone who needs it anyways. So please, just keep it for yourself. Now
So this what I'm gonna do. It's 12:29 my time. All right. It's finna be 1:30 y'all time. So what I'm finna do, I'm finna request to get inside the box. All right. And I'm finna let me request. Let me let myself in. And I'm finna go outside so y'all can see my camera. Let me mute that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go outside and I'm going to let's expand this. Let's do this. All right. Hold on, y'all. How do I cut my camera on? Here it is. Have I done it? Okay, there go my camera. So my ass is finna go outside. Let me let. I'm finna be so damn petty. YouTube. Hold on one second, y'all. We gotta let YouTube see it too. Man, great vibes. You so damn petty. I know. one second, y'all. All right, so let's do that. Mute. All right. There it is. Now y'all see, y'all. All right. All right. Uh, uh, I don't see. I don't see nothing yet. I don't. I, I don't. Wait, 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 wait. No, that ain't it. Hey, no, wait. You said go to the left, right over there. No, I don't see nothing. No. No, I don't see nothing. No, I don't see a damn thing yet. No, just don't. Maybe over there. I don't, I don't see nothing. I really don't see anything. I'm still trying to find out what the fuck is going on. I don't see shit, right? I don't see a motherfucking thing. What are we doing here? I don't see nothing. Ain't nothing to happen. Ain't nothing happening at all. Let me ask this lady right here that's come down here. Hold on. Bye, Cajun. Hey, is the rapture coming? Y'all, here it is. The rapture's finna pick me up in the Uber. There it is, right there, y'all. That ain't for me. No, that ain't for me. You don't want to pick me up? You don't want to pick? Okay, that's fine. Okay, all right, all right, all right. I'm just okay. All right, I'm just you know I'm just I I I. All right, so I there. I showed it. So I don't know. I don't know what else y'all want me to do, right? So we 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 you said switch back. Hold on one second. Let me switch back. No, it should be switch. Hold on one second. Well, listen. There it is. Anybody? It's on the East Coast. It's 1:36. I'm just saying here, right? I took y'all outside. I took y'all outside. Right? we huh?
It was supposed to happen at nighttime.
Hold on. Let me hold on one second. Hold on. Okay.
Where's Sparkle?
Hold on, Sparkle. What you say, Kristen?
It was supposed to happen at nighttime, the rapture, but no, seriously, I watched this guy earlier, and he was an Uber driver for this lady. He picked him up from church. They gave him $1,900, so they would not need the money no more. And the man was writing him into his 401k.
What?
Yes, and they lived like in Hollywood, like the hills of Hollywood. I'll have to send you that video. Like, I thought, oh my God. And people were like, are you not offended that they thought that you wouldn't make it to heaven? He was like, no, I'm not offended. Give me all your money, all your 401k, your houses. It was crazy.
What? Are y'all
People are giving away money, cars, houses. Yes. Very serious. See? Lady Slick seen it too. I'll send you the video, GD.
This
Hey, I wanted to make another point too, by the way.
Go ahead.
You know, earlier, whenever you were talking about Allie coming out of the birth canal and they're doing things in the birth canal, when a baby comes out, does it come out head first or feet first?
Head first.
Typically, normally. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she was head first coming out. Exactly how did that happen, Allie, Tori, Shelly?
Oh, you talking about when she was raped in the birth canal?
Yeah. If she come out head first, how did that happen?
Shelly, she talking to you.
Yeah, Shelly, I'm talking to you. Obviously, does Shelly have any kids?
Who, Shelly?
See, that's why she wouldn't know that, because she ain't never gave birth. That's why.
No, she ain't got it. So people on YouTube saying they got rejected. They ain't going. Edith said she was
from what?
From the rapture. She got rejected, so she's stuck.
The Bible says that no man knows the hour or the day. Even Jesus doesn't know. Only God does.
Well, the reason why I'm gonna put y'all up on game. The reason why God knows, because only God knows you. Yeah. Only God knows when you're gonna make that transition from using your flesh. I mean, from using your flesh to make moves for you mentally, and start allowing the Spirit to move through you. To that way you can have access to the kingdom of God. That's why don't nobody know the daytime or hour. No one.
Yeah. How do you know the Bible so well, GB? I know you said you went to church with your dad.
Man, I'm talking about the way man, over the last 11 years, took a lot of studying.
But how do you understand it? That's the problem I always had, that I don't understand it.
It's just all about.
I can read it. I just don't get it.
It's just all about using etymology and matching it up with the Strong's Concordance, and that will break the Bible down to the Hebrew or the Greek Orthodox. And it tells you exactly what these words means, clear as day. But we look at the Bible and read it as if, okay, thou shall be light. Okay, most people look up and say, oh, a light bulb, or there go the sun. The Bible is not literal. It's all spiritual. That's all it is.
And that may be the difference of why. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm not Kristen. Sparkle. How you doing? Okay. Spotted Zebra. Hey, how you doing? I can hear you. Good. How you doing?
Good. I didn't know I was up. I'm dropping down.
All right. Thank you, Sparkle. Good to see you. Go ahead, Zebra.
I came across this live. I wasn't expecting it, and I followed you, but I have had such a good laugh in here. I just have to say, my parents are fucking gone. So did we not get taken? They took my parents. No, I'm playing. I can't. But if anyone wants to leave us the money, we'll take the money, and you won't need it up there. They take Apple Pay.
Man, y'all know my Cash App is Great Vibes on 10. If you believe this, go ahead and drop all your money to my Cash App that you got in your bank account. Whatever you got, drop
Mine's
it.
in my bio. Drop it to mine too. I'll share with GV, I promise.
Yeah, so I found this to be really I like things through humor because I think life is so serious and so many subjects are actually really serious. So I want to say I really enjoy your content and how you're putting it forth with fact, but like you have some like humor about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because a lot of people are just so very, they thump and they demand you like believe what they believe. And I think that that's why so many people have anger, like, you know, in our society, instead of like either just listening to someone's point of view or respectfully like talking about how you feel. But I think humor is like such an important aspect of life, like for people to laugh even when they don't agree. Like someone could not agree with you and think you're being foolish and laugh at us and be like, okay, when you guys get stayed behind, you know, whatever. But I really like the vibe of the laughing. I think it's important. And I also feel like the Bible, a lot of people don't understand, like what you said, it's spiritual, it's not actual verbatim. What they're saying is, and the interpretations are different in Hebrew than in English. And allegorical, and people just don't understand all of that. So you can have one edition of Bible and have another edition of Bible, and you can actually be missing pieces of scripture in one type of Bible that is found in a different type of a Bible. And I didn't know that. I actually learned that on TikTok years ago when someone showed their Bible and they showed like a verse, and then they showed a different Bible and that verse was not in the other Bible.
Well, I try to tell people keep it simple. Most of us, we grew up on the King James Version. Most people, you're talking about 95% of Christians here in the West. So to keep it simple, I use that, right, to break down scriptures so people can get a better understanding of what them scriptures mean. And people, even on this platform, and I would give it probably about 2 years prior to this broadcasting, I used to do that every single Sunday, and I've got more people, quote unquote, saved on this platform than actually a church would have done any day. But the deal is they were to be saved from themselves, the way they move, the way they talk, even the way how they speak to people. Their mindsets have changed because now they understand what their text actually means versus somebody just telling them what it means. They can look at it and read it and say, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, you have to apply it to something else. It's not like, you know, someone really just jumped out of the sky, or like a lot of it is, how do you say that? What's that word? When they say one thing, but it's representing something else. I'm drawing a blank.
So like a metaphor?
Yeah, it's like some things are very metaphorical. And Jesus was an enlightened man. And a lot of people don't even know what enlightened means.
Well, I should have went live on Sunday. You know what? I got some stuff that I'm gonna say. It's 1:45 Eastern time. Now it's finna be 1:00 Central time. So right now we know the East Coast ain't nobody floating in the sky, because right now it will be on TikTok right now. People floating, levitating. All right.
They don't want us going up there.
Kristen, we in Central. So listen, I'm waiting. If I'm gonna stay right here, let me see if I'm gonna get caught up. You say you blame Baltimore. What the fuck Baltimore got to do with that, Mercury? Look right here in this this the YouTube chat. I blame Baltimore. I don't know what the hell Baltimore got to do with that. You said for real, your dog was crying like huffing. Wow. Don said, hang tight, guys. My dog isn't taking being left behind too well. I have to comfort him. Be right back. I'm so sick of people. This is getting out of control. This is really getting out of control. Kristen, you still there?
I'm here.
I guess let's see if you go. Let's see who's going to be taken. You or me.
They said it was what's today? The 22nd.
They said today.
They said today, 22nd through or 23rd through the 25th.
That's
Anytime.
what I heard. 23rd no, 23rd to 24th is what I heard. So I'm like, there's a couple days they're going from maybe west coast to east or south to north. We don't know.
But ain't nobody been taken yet.
Nope. Well, my parents are missing, I said. They got taken.
Listen, Lisa
If
said.
I go find that video, will you play it for everybody?
I sure will.
All right, let me go find it. I'll be back.
Okay. Lisa said, wait, what? What the fuck? Yeah, people are taking this seriously.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
If you can show me a video of multiple people levitating in mid-air, going into a area where there's no oxygen, right? We're talking about 30,000 feet plus or more, and they're able to be levitating still. Where the hell you going? Because when you leave Earth's atmosphere, where do you go after that?
They're gonna hit they're gonna actually hit the firmament.
Let all that water spill on you. You know what I mean? Because people. There are claims that people said that there's a firmament and it's water, and as it is above, there is below, right?
Below. Right.
So you got those claims. So you try to go down. Listen, because once again, people are made to believe heaven is somewhere out in a cloud somewhere. Like y'all have been bamboozled. I see that you sent it to me. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, so there's like 5 different parts, but the ones in between is nothing. He's just talking. So the part 1 and the part 5 is where he says all the things they gave him. Crazy. I wish I could run across people like that.
Hold on. This guy right here looks. You talk the guy with the blonde hair?
Yeah. Start with part 1.
I promise, I'm not laughing at, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's beliefs or anything like that, but I'm driving Uber, right? And so I had no idea that the rapture was coming. And so I picked up this couple from church, and they get in my car, and, they're weeping. And I'm like, hey, hi, how you doing, whatever, is everything okay? Because I saw, like, they were, like, not, like, hysterically crying, but they were, like, emotional, right? And so I'm like, hey, is everything okay? They were like, yeah, the Lord is coming back. Jesus is coming back tomorrow. And I was like, wait, like, tomorrow? They were like, yeah, I think it's, like, between the 23rd and the 24th. I was like, okay. Now, when I did go to church, I just assumed, this is just me. I thought it said it didn't, they know the hour when he coming back. It's been like 2,000 years since he left, and now he's supposed to be coming back and stuff. So I don't know. It's not my lane. However, they got in the car and they were like weeping until they tell me this, and so we're talking and they're like, well, how are you? Is everything okay in your life? Like, we're trying to donate our money because we're not going to be here. The Lord is coming back and we're going to leave, and there's still going to be people here on earth, and things are going to change. So how are you doing? I said, I'm okay, but I could always, use some help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to turn down nothing. They were like, okay, well, we were praying and we were all in church, and the pastor, he agreed that, the Lord is coming back. And I'm thinking to myself, like, did he agree that the Lord is coming back, or did he agree that the Lord is coming back within the next 2 or 3 days? Regardless, they were like, we were just praying because we have all this money. We want to give it away. I'm here. I'm here for the coins. Give me the coins. I'm here. So they were like, we were in church and we prayed like, Lord, we're going to order this Uber, and whoever our Uber driver is, we know that this person is going to need this money. So we want to go ahead and bless them with the money. You can. So look it. So they give me like this bundle. So it's like a bundle full of cash. Now, keep in mind, in this bundle, there's even coins in it because it was like in this like cup thingy or whatever. So there's even like euros, and I see some Canadian money in here. So there's dollars, there's hundreds, there's 20s, there's 5s. Like there's all the denominations inside of this. So I have yet to count it up. So I'm going to count it up and come back. Hold on. Okay, so I counted the money. It turned out to be $1,915 and some change. I didn't count all the changes.
I'm finna go drive for Uber. Fuck all this shit. Today is the day. Let me sign up right now to drive for Uber right now. It's just, everybody hold on 1 second. Let's see. 2021 Ford Explorer. Let's see. Sign up right now. Listen, y'all. You said today is the day. If y'all want to, you said I'm in a bubble. Listen, I'm not trying to. Once again, I'm not here to disrespect no one's religion. Huh?
Listen, you didn't watch the next part. Listen. He has a whole binder of the people they put into this 401k.
Okay, I was addressing someone on YouTube.
Oh, sorry.
No, you okay? I don't want to disrespect anyone's religion, okay? But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you part of a religion, you are already doing it wrong. Because once again, you will celebrate something outside of yourself. Everything is you. Life is you. Starts with you. Hold on 1 second. Let's get the other one. All right, y'all. We got 9 minutes. Okay, he in the suit and tie now.
Yes. He had a meeting with the church people.
So I just left the meeting, and apparently, like I said, I'm not the only one that's set to inherit. I'm not the only one that's on the rapture inheritance list. There were people there. There was people online. There's people all across the country that are in this, chosen group that they've chosen or whatever. I don't know. It's all these people, and a lot of these people have money. I also want to say this. In the meeting, if these people, it was, okay, let me show y'all. I can only say so much after this, but look it. We have a binder. It's the Rapture, let me read it to you. I'm going to flip the camera. It's called the Rapture 2025, and it's called Rapture Inheritance Fund, Rapture Fund Recipient Informational Guide, meeting 9/22/2025. And on the inside of it is all the table of contents and everything that we as the recipients of this inheritance that we get and stuff like that, right? So I want to say this, that if their Jesus does not come back, they're not going to unalive themselves. So they're saying if their Jesus doesn't come back, we are still set to inherit a couple of things, which includes like rent for a year, car payment for a year. And when I say rent, it could be...
Kristen, I don't know about this guy. This guy seems a little suspicious to me. I don't think this is real.
I don't know. That's not the only video though. There's videos everywhere of people giving away money.
I can believe that, right? But just something about this guy, it's just because I don't know. I mean, he got the Cisco going, right? What the hell?
Yeah, he does got the Cisco going
on. I don't know. I don't know. I hear him, but this guy seemed a little fishy to me. Right.
See, and people like Allie has been the ones that made us think, I don't know about this guy. I don't know about their because you can't believe nothing that nobody says anymore.
You can't.
Because people like Allie and Shelley.
Edith said 1,000% not real. but Kristen did that to show you all that these people out here believing that the rapture is supposed to happen today and according to you all tomorrow and the next day. It's like, what the fuck, man?
The hell are losing their minds.
We got 5 minutes, y'all. So if something's going to happen, I'm gonna just disappear. We just go leave it right there. We just go wait. Got 5 minutes. I'm just looking at my clock. Maria said tomorrow they're gonna chase your ass down and say, "Give me my shit back."
Have you seen the alien in Panama? Don brought it up. I saw it.
Let me tell y'all something. When I seen that shit, I said, wait. You know what? We have lost our damn everlasting mind. We've lost our mind here.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. I'll bring up the video. I don't know.
Who puts that in their house, though? Yeah, yeah, Dawn, I saw
it. Edie said, "The fuck." You said, "What's new, Grave Eyes?" I got 5 minutes for Jesus come and snatch my ass. Jennifer, how you doing? She said, "Good afternoon, Great Vibes in chat." You said the rent is too high. That's what. Hey, we got 5 minutes. Don said he set the damn thing free and now it's blossoming.
You set it free, Don? Are you serious? Last time I seen it, it was in the freezer.
You said I didn't try to skip over your comment. Your comment, Don. You don't want to go there. All right, I've been nice the last few days with you. But we could bring up old memories, telling you how you fucked up my YouTube live.
Girl, Peanut. I'm obviously not the only one on that algorithm. Don was on it too, and GV. That thing was disgusting. I'm telling you, it gave me the heebie-jeebies.
So a period, really? Y'all come here with these fake ass accounts. It's sad. Y'all coming here with these fake ass accounts saying shit. Y'all, we got 3 minutes. I wonder what time, what clock are they watching?
I guess we better come back on another one because I just blocked that one.
This is sad. This is sad.
Go make another one.
And like I said, I ain't trying to, disrespect nobody's belief system, but come on, y'all.
TikTok shop has rapture outfits. I'm freaking dead.
George said you ain't proved nothing, GD.
Huh?
George said you ain't proved nothing. Well, George, why don't you come up and tell us what he ain't proved? Come on.
You must just got in here. I mean, I don't know what George of the Jungle talking about.
I sent you a request, George. Come on up in this box.
I don't know what George talking about. I haven't proved nothing. I don't know what George is speaking about. I have no idea.
He's still here, ain't he? He hasn't left with the rapture.
I don't know. George, what are you talking about?
He's got to come in the box now because I just muted him.
Yeah,
he can't say nothing.
I see it. George, come on up here. Very simple. You said he was here from the beginning. Well, technically, I really didn't discuss Allie like that, right? But it was key words that this woman was talking about in her experience that we heard from Tori. But whatever questions you got, I can answer your question. Trust me on that. So I guess you don't want to come up. Cool. All right. Shut your ass up then. I be trying to be nice. You don't want to come up? Shut the fuck up. Simple. Y'all just be so big and bad in the comments, just poking your chest out and shit. Just come up in the box. Easy. It's called having a conversation. Hang on. All right, y'all got 1 more minute. Got 1 more minute before they snatch my ass out of here. All right, listen, it was good. Thank y'all so much for following Great Vibes on 10. I see you on the spiritual side.
I see you on the other side, GV.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hunt you. None of that. Just be strong. And if you're a faith believer, keep the faith and trust and believe that God is going to make a way for you. That's all I got.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Let me show y'all. Where's my clock? See it right there? Look at that. Mm-hmm. We're gonna watch this time hit together. Mm-hmm.
Don't you jump out that chair and scare me now.
Wait a minute.
It's 1 o'clock.
Wait. Is that 1 o'clock? Mm-hmm. 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 Wait a minute.
You know how much you say, uh-huh.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I feel something.
Don't do that.
I feel something. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to stop him, He's gone.
Damn, y'all ain't gotta give me back. They threw me back. What'd I do? Wait. Damn, they didn't want me. Fuck y'all too.
They said you staying down here with the heathens.
they threw me back.
Down here with us.
It's all right. That's fine. I'll stay here. They threw me back. That's fine. I don't know what the fuck I did, but that shit was funny. Yeah.
Hey, how mad do you think the people are that gave all their money away and their cars and their houses?
Hey, what the fuck was that? Yeah. What the fuck was that? Boy, I ain't never seen Jesus throw my ass back, man. Get your ass, get back in there. You said I was rejected. Maria said I was denied. That's fine. That's fine. All right, y'all, I'm still here. Now, hold on, wait a minute. You asked me to Fireball. What Fireball say? Guess I have to search and find out who Allie Carter is. Oh, shit.
Good luck.
Yeah. But listen, thank y'all so much. I'm still here. We gonna listen. This is part 1. Kristen, thank you so much for moderating the chat. Edie, Fat Boo, Ranny, thank y'all so much for moderating the chat. Don, thank you so much for gifting. You the #1 gifter. Peanut, Elena, Blue Marvel, Maria, Laurel, Spotted Zebra, Latanya, Tizzy, Sparkle, Kristen, Stephanie, Lisa, Crystal, Teresa, Misty, YV, Taffy, Shake That Laugh at Taffy, Taffy Jean, VIK, Cindy the Weaves. Okay, all right. Mama Siberia, Nicole, all of y'all, thank y'all so much for gifting it. Damn, thank you.
You coming back today?
Yes, I will be coming back today. I had to knock this one out first.
What time?
Don't want to give a time. You know, y'all know how. Cindy, how you doing?
Round about what time? Estimated time.
Damn, that showed up big. Edith, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That's a big ass super chat. Damn, just right there. She said, "Thank you, GV. I appreciate it." Cindy, you there? Okay, all right, Cindy. Well, I guess your phone ain't loaded. If y'all request to get
The
up,
Rapture took her.
nah, something I took their cell phone service. That's what they did. If y'all get the fuck off Cricket ain't cricketing right now. Just T-Mobile is pretty good, but I appreciate it. Now here it is right here. Okay, I see what she's asking. All right, y'all. Listen, thank y'all. Let me bring this right here up to piss some people off.
Bye, TV.
Bye y'all. But wait, before y'all go, I gotta be petty as hell. I gotta be petty. Hold on 1 second. I'm finna be a petty MF. This how you piss off. This how you piss off people. All right, Shelly, you ready? Let's see, where is it? All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming up. Chris, thank you so much for coming up. Let's piss them off. Thank y'all. Yeah.
Yeah. Allie Carter faking, man, she faking. Shelly is a handler, she got Allie hypnotized. Yeah, she got Allie hypnotized. Yeah, she got it, Allie brainwashed. She been feeding Allie lies, she been feeding Allie lies. Allie Blinky, you need help. They saying she be drugged, I think Shelly needs some help. You don't even understand it, you don't even understand it, you don't even understand it, you don't even understand you don't even understand it. Yeah. Story darker than you think it is. Let me break it down. Shelly groomed her since 13, creeping in the background. Lost her job, labeled predator. Just to stay away, but she didn't listen. Kidnapped Allie anyway. By 15, girl was gone. Shelly kept her head. If Shelly was a man, she'd be doing a bit, always screaming, say the kids. Where the children at? Funny you say that. Shelly, we been asking the same facts.
Allie was pregnant, yeah, we all know. Had a baby boy, but where did he go? Ripped him from his mama, left the truth in disguise. So Shelly, tell the people where the baby lies. Using dark sight, yeah, with a master's degree. Messing with a mind, trying to alter memory. False memories, false authors, false SRA. Allie Carter ain't real, you programmed her that way.
Name's not Allie, it's Tori Outlaw. But Shelly got her trapped in the hypnosis claw. Implanted thoughts, playing them Kilotra games. Still in the life, erasing the name. Shelly Hawkshaw, your cover's blown. Your mind control project, yeah, it's overthrown. So call her by a real name, truth gon' show. Tori Outlaw's the one that the people know. Allie's an altar, Shelly the fraud. Playing with minds like she playing with God. Allie's an altar, Shelly the fake. We see through the lies, yeah, the people